Ladies and gentlemen, for our fourth contest of the evening, we go to the middleweight division. This fight is scheduled for 6 rounds. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left. Wearing blue trunks with yellow trim. He comes to us all the way from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ladies and gentlemen, Pablo Jesus Rojas. And his opponent, boxing out of the red corner to my right, wearing black trunks. He comes to us from New York, New York, and sports an impressive record of 5 wins, 0 defeats, 1 draw, 5 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm Boston Boxing Promotions welcome for Jacob Riley Solis. 6 rounds, middleweights.
Here we go, Nicky. Jacob Riley Solis once again. I mean, we said that this card today was a mixed bag of fighters from across America, North America, as we saw in Brandon Poulard, and now internationally, an Argentinian gracing the ring here tonight. Great fight for fans of the sport, hardcore fans of the sport tonight that like to see all different levels of the sport. Like to see fighters from different places. It's a very varied card tonight, and we're getting a lot of different looks. Already slightly worried about the conditioning visually of Pablo Jesus Rojas. Looks a little soft downstairs, Nicky, and that does not mean anything bad in particular, but it usually doesn't mean anything good either.
Now he's got quite a few fights, so he's been in there.
Yeah.
Seasoned.
Solis very relaxed
got a
out
nice
of the
little
gate.
guard.
Very different from the first 10 seconds of our last fight. Brandon Poulard's successful debut. Solis keeping the high guard. Looks like he's in fantastic shape.
Yeah, he looks very strong right now.
And again, we mentioned he's a personal trainer by day, so one would expect a personal trainer to be in fantastic shape. Taking his time. Looks like any minute he just may explode with a combination on us, and then we're going to see what we're dealing with here. Try to fire that straight right hand through the guard. That's the second time he did it with a lot of success.
Rojas keeping that high guard, though.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Solis had a little success, just kind of going right straight through the gloves there. But again,
we'll see which guy opens up first.
Nice 2 to the body there, that straight right hand. Again.
Nice jab there.
Yeah. Clean, hard shot. So far, Solis keeping everything nice and straight. We're seeing a lot of straight right hands to the body.
Like you said earlier on in the night, those body shots in a 6 or 8 round fight, those will add up.
Solis incredibly relaxed in there. Get the feeling that he already knows he's in full control of this fight. Nicky, as a fighter, when you get to the point where you feel like you're in control of a fight, do you like to turn up the pace a little bit?
Absolutely.
Or do you like to – you do?
Absolutely. The first time I fought Javier Torres, I had a wrist injury, so I couldn't step on the gas pedal the way I wanted to. And, that's why I wanted to fight him a second time. And in the second fight, even in the 6th round, I was, really trying to push the pace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, some beautiful body work there from Solis. Now he's letting him go. He's
that was
sitting on those shots.
Yeah. Rojas said, give me more.
Pablo says, I'll take another body shot. And Solis is laughing. I guess you definitely don't see that much. And now Pablo's laughing. So clearly Pablo is not adverse to taking a big shot.
And, it's early to step on the gas pedal, but, if it gets into that 5th or 6th round and he's in control, only thing you could do is try to get them out of there.
Yeah. But completely just relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks great.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Fight 4 of Super Brawl here at Memorial Hall in downtown Melrose, Massachusetts. On a chilly night, there is brisk air There's snow on the side of the road, Nikki.
It's cold out there, man.
Yes, this is a New England winter fight night club show spectacular. Wouldn't have it any other way. Boston Boxing Promotions loves to kick off the new year with a show in January, despite people saying, no, it's too cold. No, it's the wrong time of year. Nope. The fine folks at Boston Boxing Promotions, Peter Zimbor, Nick DeSalvo, they have a tradition of doing their Super Brawl every January, and they stick to that. Massive year coming up for Boston Boxing Promotions with fights
Round 2
all
coming
over
up. He wants that water.
Pablo.
A little late on the water there, but
Nice of Solis to let him have an additional few seconds for some water.
and we'll see if Solis opens up a little more in this round. Like you said, he's in control, so.
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple, more extensive combinations, a couple 3-4 punch combinations right now.
There's one there.
See how Pablo takes it.
We'll see if he adds more to that, though. A lot of guys are throwing 2-punch combos tonight. We saw with Bostic and Ornelas as the fight got longer, they started opening up more with their combinations.
Yeah, absolutely. Chipping away at the body, though. I just don't know if Pablo can do 6 rounds of that. Yeah.
Those aren't light shots either.
Yeah, no. One thing so far about Solis that I really like is every shot, even the jab, is being thrown with bad intentions.
Yeah, he's not wasting his energy on punches.
There's no check nothing right now. It's just nice, crisp, hard shots every time. Pablo tries to counter with the jab there, but I think Solis was quick. Pablo not doing much, though. I mean, he's surviving. He's taking some shots, occasionally trying to counter with the shot. But, of course, you'd like to see a little more from him. But
yeah, absolutely. I think as the rounds go on, we'll see a little bit more. Pablo kept his hands up there. I mean, it was a fast right hand.
Yeah, one thing that worries me a little bit, Pablo is a southpaw left-hander, and he's not doing it right now. He's been spending a lot of time going to your left, and that's not necessarily the best maneuver when you're in there with a guy throwing hard, straight right hands. Pablo may walk right into one of those if he's going to head in that direction because he's in the line of fire right there.
And when you're fighting a southpaw there, you should be throwing that cross hook, the 2-3 there.
Yeah. Yeah, I always think against left-handed fighters that lead hook from a right-hander, there's a blind spot for a left-hander.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't throw it enough. Everybody says the southpaw killer is the straight right hand. I disagree. I think the most effective shot is the lead hook coming from a right-hander.
Learned that from Ray Hebert.
Oh, excellent. I learned that.
Fighting lefties, you throw that 2-3, and they can't see that hook coming.
No, they can't. It's a complete blind spot. Being a left-hander myself, there's a lot of pain and tragedy that lefties have to deal with on a daily basis, Nikki, from ink on the side of their palm to scissors that don't work to spiral notebooks hurting them, and also lead left hooks from right-handers. All of those can just be very effective against the southpaw. There's
nice.
a hook that we were talking about.
I mean, Solis is throwing
Pablo
some bombs, man. Oh,
yeah. He looks really smooth in complete control.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And another thing with lefties that, Pablo should be doing is using that left hand like a jab.
Yeah.
When you're fighting a righty, you should be using that left hand like a jab. For
Just
whatever reason, he's just not letting his hands go. I mean, be a little worried,
seems like
too.
he's a little more in survival mode than I'm going to win mode, And 6 rounds is long?
Right there at the end of the round, I mean, look at that, just loading up on those shots.
Oh. Yeah,
Pablo
last couple
absorbed it well,
seconds of the
though.
round.
And the next fight, too, I mean, Chris Sorrow and Max De Silva, that's going to be a banger.
I believe that's going to be our first legitimate slugfest of the night,
Yes.
Nikki. I can't see either of those gentlemen putting on a clinic and looking for opportunities. I think we're going to see some haymakers. We'll be talking about
right
that
off
one.
the bat.
Now it's our next fight.
Could be a 10-second bout, or it could be a 4-round slugfest.
Bare knuckle champion Chris Sorrow is with us in our next fight against Max De Silva, the upset-minded Max De Silva. But we are back to Jacob Riley Solis and Pablo Jesus Rojas, heading into round 3. Solis again with that 3-2 that we discussed earlier. Now he's looking for that straight right hand to the body. Doubling up that jab. Very, very patient fighter. Taking his time. Looks great. He loves swooping down after his combinations. You know, you always want to move your head after you throw a combination. He sort of loves that, almost like that real down low swoop, which is effective when you have that taller fight in front of you.
And Solis is, he's landing body shots in there that, those are really going to bother him later in the rounds.
Oh, gorgeous combination. 2 to the body, 2 to the head. Pablo's just not answering back. He's occasionally, like you said, he stuck out that left hand like you would ask for, using it almost as like a jab, but he's doing it after catching 4 or 5 shots.
And as we said earlier, too, in the fight, we're going to start seeing Solis open up with more combos, and he's definitely starting to. Oh man, that
gorgeous.
Was a tough body shot.
Love it. 2 straight body shots, and Pablo just literally just said, bring it on to the gut. Just feel like that's going to end up being the wrong decision to call on a body attack like that. But to each his own. Very, very impressed with just how relaxed Solis is in there. He is expending minimal energy, but he's still having a lot of movement at the same time. Very, very poised and relaxed fighter in there.
He doesn't waste any punches, too.
Yeah.
He's pinpoint. Some of those are hitting the gloves, of course, but, Pablo's keeping his guard up pretty high.
He's having a lot of success. Pablo's really not closing those gloves when he blocks the shot, and a lot of those 2s, which is the straight right hand, are making their way right through the guard.
Most of them are getting through.
Yeah. Just like that one there.
Like you said, he's swaying under that. After he throws a combo, he likes to move his head under.
Tough man, though, Pablo. He's eaten a lot of shots so far, and he's
some tough body shots, man.
Acting like he is not affected at all.
Anyone that's been in there knows that getting hit to the body sucks.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa.
Oh, he hurt him.
Something happened there. He wobbled off a shot.
Oh.
Now Solis is absolutely opening up.
I'm not sure if he was off balance or if he hurt him, but
from
definitely,
from ring post to ring post, and now we're seeing the flurry of Solis that we hadn't seen yet. 10 seconds left.
Nice right hand.
Pablo fighting back in the mix
Pablo
of it, though.
is tough, man.
Oh, here comes Solis pouring it on. Pablo is still completely in the mix. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a shot that wobbled on or if it was a slip.
In fast time, it looked like he was rocked, but I don't know if he was just off balance.
Yeah, but again, Solis just relaxed, poised, and then just struck. The second he smelt blood, punches started coming out of nowhere. It was beautiful. So obviously, when he wants to let him go, he's completely capable and comfortable doing so. But he's taking his time. Guys also want to get rounds as well. If you got somebody in front of you that you don't feel is a lot of threat, some guys want to get some proper.
Looked off balance.
Yeah.
He is getting hit by a big middleweight.
He also skated to the ropes, Nice flurry from Solis. Those fighters, man, like yourself, that explosion. When you smell blood, sometimes guys just, the style completely changes the minute they think they have an opportunity.
And I love seeing Solis get aggressive like that, you know, especially after landing a big shot, getting aggressive.
I think at this point, he's in complete, obviously, control every single second of the fight, but I think a feather in his cap would be if he could get the stoppage. I think that would be something that he'd like to have on his record against a veteran opponent like this.
Yeah.
Especially coming off the draw. Pablo. A tough human being, no fear whatsoever. After that onslaught, he's just still in the mix trying to land shots himself.
So round 4 here of 6.
Here at Memorial Hall, Melrose,
Haven't really seen much from Pablo. Like you said, he's kind of just looks like he's in survival mode. He's punching back, but nothing really has landed for him.
Nikki, I've always said this venue looking around, it's if you were to film a movie, that would require a boxing scene in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, this is the place. I mean, it's just got
Yes.
such history to it, the feel of it, the look of it. It's just got such a great old-school fight feel. Awesome for a snowy night here in New England.
I like the seats on the side there, you know.
Yeah, gorgeous. Every seat in the house is a good one.
Ooh, good check hook.
Back to the action here. Solis just basically chipping away. Pablo tries to extend after Solis throws a punch or two and tries to land, but Solis' timing is just so good.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's super relaxed.
Yeah. He's working, and then he's getting out, and then he's working and getting out. This is good professional ring time, Nikki, where you can kind of work on your craft a little bit. Somebody's punching back, but I don't think at any point Solis is worried about what's coming at him, so therefore he gets to try a couple different things, gets to add more time in the ring. Especially, I mean, some guys, if it's his first 6-rounder, he may want to do all 6 rounds to prove to himself or his team, just his conditioning, that, okay, cool, how does 6 rounds feel? Because it's a different feeling than 4.
It's not a bad thing at all. You know, when I fought Nate Balakin for the first time, that was a 6-round bout, and, you know, I didn't
I'm sure
I
going
didn't know if I could go 6,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And, you know, when I finally finished the 6, I was, you know, very happy with myself. I was glad I went the 6.
Yeah, 100%. Had that fight ended in the 5th, there'd still be that question of, well, would the legs still be there in the 6th? Until you do it, you just don't know. You can train all you want, but until you see what it feels like to be in those additional rounds, you don't know.
And now I'm in the 8-round territory, so it's,
okay.
you know, now my next goal is to see if we can get to 8.
Yeah. Cool. Another just absolutely clean round for Solis.
Yeah, he's just cruising, man. Yeah. Looks great.
He's on autopilot, and that's not an insult at all. He's doing exactly what he needs to do, but, you know, he is under no duress, if we will.
He's doing exactly, like you said, exactly what he needs to do. If he lands a big shot, you know, and he smells blood in the water, he definitely will go for it. He showed that in the 3rd.
Yeah. Over in Pablo's corner is the grid. Fabiano, matchmaker to the stars, handling corner duty tonight. Animated trainer. Looks like he's ready to get in there and do some work himself, actually.
yeah, he looks like he's ready to fight
He may take
tonight.
it over, he may cross the gloves. Thought that'd be a great wrinkle to the sport. If things are going bad, you could, like, you know, you could bring the trainer in. He gets 1 round, you know. Your trainer, Ray Hebert, would probably want the first one. Most trainers would want the last one.
I'd be Ray could still put some people out.
Oh, yeah, Ray in the house
tonight.
He's
a scary man.
Ray's dressed to impress tonight. Looks like dressing like a 21-year-old. You got to love it.
Usually he's got that scally cap on.
Yeah.
This is maybe the first time I've seen him without it.
Yeah, it looks great in the house. Many dignitaries and luminaries of the New England boxing scene in attendance here tonight. And we want to thank all our viewers from around the country and around the world. Tuned in for our first card of the year, Boston Boxing Promotions Super Brawl here in Melrose, Massachusetts, outside of Boston. It has been a very cold week, as we've talked about earlier. But things are heating up in the ring. Slightly. We're in the 5th round of action here between Jacob Riley Solis and Pablo Jesus Rojas. The Huntington, New York-based trainer, looking fantastic so far.
Yeah, he looks
just a
very, very composed,
dominant performance, showing all facets of his game. Let's give him credit, too, for some of his defense and his timing. Pablo is trying to occasionally throw some shots. He just takes that step out of there and just completely times every counter that comes defensively.
Moves his head real well, too.
Yeah. Definitely like to see more of Solis. The shots are coming in so hard. I just think Pablo has a very good chin. I don't know a lot of middleweights that would be taking some of those hard, especially those body shots that he was ripping. Phew. Yeah, Solis at the point started out with those hands high, and now he's basically carrying them by his hips. I don't think he has a lot of respect for Pablo's ability to find him.
Yeah, Pablo's punching. He's just doing great at evading those punches.
But you do feel if Solis went for it a little more, he definitely could get this crowd on his side, if you will. You know?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But, you know, first 6-round fight, he's probably
wants to do those rounds.
Yeah, he's probably, you know, a little worried about blowing his load too.
Yeah, and also if you get in a 6-round fight like this, what a great opponent. He's there.
Oh, good left hook.
He's not going away. I mean, gorgeous straight. I love that straight right to the body. He's been throwing that all night.
And usually in the 5th round, we see guys like, kind of just not like cruise, but, take it a little.
Yeah, he's keeping the same pace that he's been. I dare I say he's even moving a little more. But when you get to the point when both hands are down like that and you're throwing out a lazy jab to the body, it's I wouldn't say it's disrespectful to the opponent, but I think it's definitely making it clear that he's not concerned about anything that Pablo has to bring.
Good right hand.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he's just he's doing the old Jim Muhammad Ali,
End of the 5th now, so we'll see if he opens up more in the 6th round. I mean,
moving to a final round, maybe the prophetic words of DMX will bring the. Yeah.
And if you're the coach of Solis, just keep doing what you're doing, but maybe step on the gas just a little more.
Yeah. So listen, he knows he can do 6 rounds now. See if you can get him out.
Yeah,
see if you can get him out. What happens if you push the gas and really exhaust yourself, so you have that feeling of exhaustion? You can still get that 3rd round.
I mean, I know with Ray Hebert, every round is the first round, so we get to that 6th round. There's no resting. You're trying to get the guy out. But Solis, I mean, he's up 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
If
he wanted the rounds, he got it. We'll see if he tries to go for the stoppage here tonight. Respectful to Slay before the last round. Again, this is our 6th and final round of middleweights. Jacob Riley Solis and Pablo Jesus Rojas live here at Super
this round with his hands up.
Well, if this is a somewhat slower pace than we expected, Nikki, in our next fight between Chris Sarro and Max De Silva, we both expect
yes.
How dare I say, fireworks of the sloppy nature. But it should be a lot of fun while it lasts.
Yes. That's what I love to see, though.
Yeah, hey, you need the mix. That's what it's all about here at Boston Boxing Promotions. There's a lot of different level of fighters. They all need a chance to be on the stage. And, evenly matched fights are fun fights, even if the skill level isn't of the highest set. Speaking of skill level, Solis just putting on an absolute clinic. We've seen it all, offense, defense. A little more slower pace, I think, than the fans would like here tonight.
And the speed on his punches, too. He looks like the first round
fast fighter, yeah. It doesn't even look like it doesn't even look like he's winded, and he's 6 rounds in.
He's definitely pushing a little more, though, in this round. At
least
the last 30 seconds.
Yeah. But let's give credit to Pablo Jesus Rojas. He's eaten a lot of big shots here. I mean, he was only in trouble there. He just caught a big right hook. I mean, dare I say he was only in trouble once in this entire fight, even though he's been under all this firepower. Right. I mean, you could tell he's a seasoned veteran. He knows how to survive in there.
He's taking some nasty body shots, too.
Yeah. This is the type of guy that gets to fight a lot and gets a lot of work because he's durable. He can give a guy like Solis rounds. And there's fighters all over the country that are looking for guys that aren't going to disappear in the first round with a body shot, but may not necessarily be a threat to your undefeated record,
Minute to go here in this fight.
Yeah. Sure love to see Solis just step on that gas for the final minute and just see if he can get that stoppage.
I think he will.
He's definitely letting him go now.
Interesting defensive technique there,
He's throwing big shots.
He's still got the power on those shots.
You know what he's got? As much as the power is the speed, Nick. He's his power shots are coming in very, very fast.
If you're his trainer too, you're happy to see that in the last minute of the 6th round. He's still got the power and the speed on the shots. So
they're getting the work that they wanted. I believe.
Absolutely. It's always nice to get the stoppage, but if you have a performance like this, in a long. Durable, like a long fight, 6 or 8 rounds, you can't complain. It's a great experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And here are the final 10 seconds.
Here we go. See if they let their hands fly.
Yeah. Get some nice action at the end of the fight.
Love to see a fight end like that.
Yeah, impressive performance from Solis. And props to Pablo as well and Pablo. Hands up, rocking the crowd. You got to love it. I think he's happy with his performance, too. I am sure many saw those two gentlemen walk to the ring with those contrasting physiques and probably immediately thought that this wasn't going to last a long time. So credit to Pablo.
I'll tell you what, we've had some guys come in here and fight hard tonight.
Yeah.
On the opposing side of, if you want to call it the B side.
Yeah.
I hate when people label it that, but.
Well, but great fight. It'll be interesting to see more. Solis, he had made a statement. He can do the 6 rounds. He's got an incredible gas tank. But, hey, Pablo can too, and it's nice to see somebody come as far away from Argentina, hop back on that plane.
Yeah.
Healthy, safe, coming off a loss, but a 6-round fight.
Yeah. If you're going to fly all that way, you better come to fight,
you know? I'm sure we're going to see him again. And as we await the official scorecard, which one should be a shutout across the board for Jacob Riley Solis, we're getting ready for the crazy one, folks. We're getting ready for the heavyweight clash, our only heavyweight fight of the night tonight, against Chris Sorrow from Ellsworth, Maine, versus Max De Silva from right here in Boston, Massachusetts. Big men, they throw big shots, varied backgrounds, lots of experience. They were supposed to be in against other opponents. Both opponents were injured. And the matchmaking genius of Peter Zimbor put them together to give the fans tonight a heavyweight fight that proves to be pretty entertaining, with both men known for throwing big old bombs. But let's get the decision tonight. Sending it up to Peter Zimbor with the official scorecards for our contest between Jacob Riley Solis and Pablo Jesus Rojas. Send it down to the man with the plan and the man with the mic, Peter Zimbor, with our official decision here at Melrose, Massachusetts.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for both these warriors going 6 hard-fought rounds in Melrose tonight. We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Joe Appice, Eddie Scunzio, and Mike Zulu all score the fight the same, 60-54, for your winner via unanimous decision. And still undefeated, Jacob Riley Solis.
There it is, as expected, a straight shutout for Jacob Riley Solis, an impressive performance.